Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Happy Friday to you. It's Friday, Jan 17th, 2025. It is also Option Expirations Friday, and it's Freaky Friday, which means it's Friday, and anything can happen on Friday. We've had a launching rocket stock market this morning here, as you can see. This is the daily frame, guys. NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow, the three sisters, as usual. You can see that we have a very strong up day on the NASDAQ and on the S&P and on the Dow. All three breaking several days of price action. I won't even count them, but about 7 or 8. And the same thing here, and more days even on the Dow, making a big move here for this prior pivot. So we'll be watching this, guys. Obviously, this is a very bullish sign coming into the market. This is the 1 minute two sisters, NASDAQ and S&P. I won't look at the Dow here on the 1 minute charts, guys. I'll keep it to the two broad-based market cap weighted indices, and we'll watch to see what happens here on the open. Of course, we are well above and beyond the two standard deviations, or at two standard deviations, and been climbing them all morning here from around 8 o'clock this morning, when that move really began in earnest, as you can see on all three indices, and certainly on these two. It is 9:29. We're about 1 minute away from the open. I'll put you on pause, guys. I'll bring you back, and we will watch for the 1 minute open range. As always, the same thing, guys, boring every day. Walking through the same routine, the same rituals, becoming a master of a single defined process. The brain loves routine, ritual, repeatability, consistency, all of these good things. I'll be back. And there we have it, guys, the 1 minute open range. Why don't we take a look at the amplitude? Just going to measure that from top to bottom. 69.75 points, call it 70 points on the NASDAQ for the opening range, 1 minute opening range, and 7.75 points. Why don't we round that up to 8 points on the S&P? Pulling down now, guys. I'm not going to be doing anything out of the gates here. This is a wild looking morning, and I'm going to be patient here. This is my trading grid, guys, as most of you know. This is the daily, the 30-minute, and the 1 minute chart. There's that 1 minute open range. Pulling back a little bit here, as would be expected. I'm not suggesting there's a trade in here on the downside. In fact, I'm going to wait to see what happens here. For now, guys, I'm going to delete this clean traffic marker. I can see very much this is a clean traffic range. You can see it right here, way over to the left-hand side. So I don't need the visual distraction of that anymore. And I'm now going to shift this zone marker up to these two equal body tops. You see that there? That's a closing bullish candle in the pre-market. And now we have a body top for now. This could continue higher, of course, on the opening 30-minute candle, which has just begun. We're only about 3 minutes into this thing. Nothing for me to do here, guys. I'm going to be super patient. So we have a bullish daily, a bullish and resting 30 minutes so far, and we have a pullback on the 1 minute. That's a mixed bag. It's a mixed picture, and that just means sitting and waiting for some clearer direction. And driving down here, guys, I'm going to let this play out for a bit. I have no need to trade today, or any day for that matter. Of course, overall, I'd like to trade most days because that's the business that I'm in. But I don't come here to trade. I come here to make money, and that means waiting for an optimal setup, something that's clean, makes sense to me. Ideally, we have the time frames aligned. That doesn't mean that on an up day I can only take longs, but it means that there's a story happening here on multiple time frames that are leading to the same basic trade idea. We would expect a pullback here, guys, after this big pre-market rally. Just playing around with the marker here, guys. Yeah, guys, sell stop order right here. Sell stop order right here. Watching the two sisters on another chart. My stop will be not just here, but above this candle here. So we'll let one big shift candle starting the day, stop above. Here we go. And I'm in, guys. I am in short the NASDAQ for a continuation of this pullback after an extended move, very extended move here on the pre-market. You can see that there, guys. That was a 333-point move from here to here. We would expect a pullback. We are seeing, of course, on the daily, a pullback into the range of yesterday. Yesterday turned out to be a bearish day. It was an up day cascade-wise, but bearish body, right? The open was above the close. This is a bearish overall daily picture. Impulse, corrective, impulse, corrective, impulse. Series of lower highs, even with this rally this morning, and lower lows. The 1 minute chart confirming a bearish pullback here in the morning. Now you'll notice I didn't jump all over this the moment we broke out below the open range. We're going to see a little bit of a tug of war happen here, a nice little pullback. You can call this a break and retest of the open range and then driving down. All right, guys, stop to break even. Stop to break even. Play this nice and safe. There's too much grinding around here. All right, guys, we're back, and it looks like I'm going to get stopped out here at break even right about here, even though I got so close to taking profit. But that's the nature of Freaky Friday sometimes. Still safe. One more push. And there it is, guys. I'm out at break even. And so I'm going to let the video keep playing, guys, and we'll see how this thing turns out in hindsight. But I am out at break even on this one. So close. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back, and looks like we're about to hit what would have been my original take profit, which I came very close to here and then came back to break even, and there it is, gang. So this would have been a winning trade if I didn't move my stop to break even, but I moved to break even for all the right reasons. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it just prevents you from getting a win, and this was one of those times. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Appreciate you. Take care. Thanks for being here.